La 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 la. La 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 la. E carai. Ah, ah. Ô louco, meu. Eita. E aí, 0x5? Ah. Foda. Fazer que a janela do PVP fechou. Lucan, tá corongado. Já peguei corona na minha vida já, Luquinha. Quase morri. Quer dizer, quase morri hoje de novo, né? Entalado no arroz. Pois é. Eu sou esse tipo de pessoa que entala no arroz. Mas eu peguei uma... Eu devo ter pegado o Covid-20. Porque o 19 a gente tinha pego já. Mas tá passando. Arthur Victor, vai ficar o mesmo preço, cara. O que pode acontecer é alguma promoção da Steam. Mas cara, pra mim vale, cara. Pra mim até agora, pelo que eu joguei, tá valendo muito a pena. Eu só não fiz os vídeos de overview geral do jogo ainda porque eu adoeci. Na hardcore, teve um dia que eu tava até sem voz. E pra vocês não ficar escutando um vídeo comigo o tempo inteiro, aí eu tô esperando passar. É. É que eu passo pelo seu corpo a conversar. Sei não, cara. Cara, no com exit lag eu tô rodando a 300 ms aqui. Codenoi, o que vale mais a pena jogar? O Elion ou o Swords? Ah, cara, com certeza o Elion, cara. Porra. Você quer comparar o Elion com o Swords? Cara, não tem nem comparação, cara. Veja só, por um lado você tem o Swords, um MMORPG buy to play, que chegou na casa do que chegou na Steam por 200 reais, né? A galera pode dividir em 10 vezes o preço. Futuramente, com o Natal da vida, vai ter promoção e etc. Um jogo sem pay to win, full custom, onde você não precisa comprar nada. Todos os lotes de inventário, banco e etc. é tudo aberto, já aberto para você. Onde você vai precisar comprar costume e tal. E com o jogo com batalha de facção, território, PVP que etc. Aí você quer comparar com o Alien, cara, um MMORPG aí feito no Unreal 4 do Paraguai, IP Block pra BR, Pay to Win. Ah, cara, com certeza o Alien, né, velho? Alien é infinitamente superior, cara. Se tá achando o jogo muito caro na Steam, não compra, cara. Quando o Alien lançar os 20 doletas ali pra você comprar o IP Block, você vai lá e compra. Você acha que vai ser mais barato? Ué, o que é que tá acontecendo? Eu não tô conseguindo usar o dash. Que eu uso o Alien vai ser... Eu não sei que a galera tá com a cabeça que achando que Alien vai ser free to play, tá ligado? Alien, galera, vai ser buy to play, tá? Você vai ter que comprar o Alien pra jogar. Agora, claro, o jogo base dele vai ser que nem um BDO da vida, entre 15 e 20 dólares. Mas isso aí é pra você brincar de jogar. Depois disso vai ter um monte de coisa cash pra você comprar, tá ligado? Se você acha que o Alien, com MP Block, VPN, mas todas as comodidades cash que você vai ter que comprar vai sair mais barato que os outros, cara, e você acha que é melhor, vá lá, velho. Tem todo o meu apoio. E aí, Miguel? Davi, como é que é o mapa mundial desse jogo? Teria como comparar em termos também com outro? Ah, Davi, não me preocupo com isso não, cara. Os mapas, pelo menos esse mapa aqui do deserto é grande, as outras cidades são grandes e tal. Agora, essa brincadeira que a galera faz de o tamanho do meu mapa de jogo é equivalente a X quilômetros quadrados, aí chega outro jogo, não, eu tenho um mapa com muito maior tamanho do que o seu, não, eu tenho um mapa maior, ai meu Deus, eu tenho um mapa maior. Pelo amor de Deus. A galera tá achando que a Game Forge vai dar o ouro nessa live aí, né, velho? Vai ser engraçado quando todo mundo tiver suas esperanças destruídas. Eu sinceramente não espero nada demais nessa live dele, mas bora ver, né? Irmão, o que é que tá acontecendo aqui? O que tá com Eu não tô achando que eles vão demonstrar nada demais nessa live não, mas... BR cresceu vendo Cavalo do Zodíaco, né? Então... Esperança é sempre a última que morre. Sinceramente, velho, eu não acho que vai sair nada de legal não, velho, nessa live não. Data por data, pra mim, é irrelevante, porque todo mundo sabe que o beta vai começar depois que eles terminarem de entregar aquelas chaves lá no evento que tá tendo das chaves, tá ligado? Termina daqui a um mês, mais ou menos. Então, data por data, a gente já tem a data do lançamento, que é verão. Agora, datas específicas de lançamento sem o close de beta tal, correndo, etc. Acho muito difícil, já. Quantas horas de jogo pra eu poder... Ah, Rayori, você tem que pegar e level 330. Tem umas diariezinhas que você vai ter que fazer. Tem umas coisinhas pra fazer ali aqui. Eu sempre escolho a pior hora pra jogar nesse Taiwan, velho. Que é a hora que não tem ninguém. Uma alma morta nesse jogo. Tô com a classe samurai onde... Pô, chamou a Deseja. Gente do céu. tinha que ser pai lá.
不好，此处已经失守，那些妖物一定都闯入墓室了，我们快追！
Será que vão sortear chaves? Acho que não, hein? Tô ligado nessa parada que a Coreia não tem uma Ana mais, não. Que história é essa, Miguel? Não é um dia, não, cara? Que o Oriente, ele tá um dia à frente, né? À frente. E você vai lá, Xija. Vai lá, vai lá, vai lá, vai lá, vai lá.
说杀去，此法我是头一回上手，还得试上几个死。你们先帮我拖住他。我这边也正好搞定，辛苦大家了。 当心，师傅说过，这些并非寻常冰雪，无处不得。我们还是去看。那是音乐的光盘，往那边走，就能到墓穴深处了。我也不太清楚，听说是师祖赐给白浪一族，助他们吸纳太阴精华的法宝。
Eu não tive acesso ao beta não, cara. Mas o New Genesis do PSO2 tá bonito, cara. O problema é que o PSO2 é um jogo muito casual, cara. Paulo Henrique, eu tô jogando na versão Taiwan, cara. O da Steam só abre entre junho e setembro.
"拿命来！特木哥哥，莲希姐姐，是谁把你们变成这个样子？"
Aí. Sexto lugar com 8.400 DP. Eita.
没用的，我们已被种下因果，现在只求最后的解脱了。
不，你们坚持住，我一定能救你们的。小希听话，快去救主人， 再晚就来不及了。那你们怎么办呢？能和他一起走，也不算太早。小心。
Não é 36 não, Kilson. É depois do 40, cara. Não lembro direito qual é o level não, mas você chega a pegar level 40 ainda no jogo. É.
都留下来，给主人陪葬吧。
师傅，天下有一回朝我的天上飞，请大夫天鹰记，师傅已经不在了，你答应过要带我去师祖师傅当年云游之处，你可不许耍赖。
既然非要赶来殉葬，那我就成全你们。
不好，这是要同归于尽，只能彻底击溃他了。有变了，天鹰记。
小
师傅，我回来了，你快睁开眼睛看一看呀！不会的，你答应过爹爹要好好照顾我。
Agak último.
你也不能食言呐。
PVP de mundo aberto ainda não fez não, Daí, porque tem que se vincular a uma facção. Eu não tô afim de nego com 15 ms pulando no meu pescoço, não. O ping nunca vai diminuir, sabe? O ping é dependente da distância. A não ser que a tecnologia da internet funcione com uma velocidade, não uma velocidade em gigabits, né? Olha outro jogador aqui comigo. Porque tem a velocidade do pulso do... Porque, tipo assim, esse tipo de tecnologia tem muitas variantes, cara. Tem a velocidade em que o pulso do sinal vai, tá ligado? E tem a velocidade da conexão, entendeu? E a distância da conexão. O ping só vai diminuir se a velocidade do pulso da conexão for rápido, entendeu? Ai, mano. Se os caras inventar uma internet via satélite em que o sinal ele consiga se comunicar na velocidade da luz, aí, meu amigo, o ping fica louco. O ping vai abaixar, óbvio, né? Porque vai ser questão de menos de segundos pra a parada chegar aí e voltar, tá ligado? Mas também tem o tempo de processamento da informação através do hardware também. Tem muita coisa aí envolvendo as putaria da vida. O ping sempre será um problema, cara. Caralho. Sabia que ele fazia isso, não. Pegar a espada no ar desse jeito. Chifa.
注意注意，敌人来了！
Emanuel ouviu o Crowfall, cara. Eu não cheguei a experimentar, não. Achei bem meio... aquele joguinho desenvolvido por ocidental, né? Zero apreço ao combate em si. O desenvolvedor ocidental tem um problema seríssimo, cara, com o apreço ao sistema de combate, mas a forma plástica do sistema de combate, tá ligado? Tipo, visualmente bonito, entendeu? Ah, desgraça. Vai pra lá, desgraça. Pega uns bonecos batendo que parece literalmente boneco batendo, entendeu? Irmão, eu vou te matar, vai, vem cá. Vou mais não. Acho muito foda. Só passo fim de cada 10 anos aqui, não. É, Camisinha tem casamento não, Camisinha. Sistema de casamento desse jogo aqui não. E aí, Grupzilla. Eu tô pra fazer os vídeos completos, galera, do overview completo do jogo, separado entre PvE, PvP e tal, tá ligado? Com informações bem mais completas. O problema é que eu fiquei doente. Aí eu tô esperando passar pra poder fazer os vídeos, entendeu? E o novo Prefector de vi sim, Sander. O novo Pay to Win das estrelas. Tô curtindo sim, Randa. Vai comprar mais minutos Raiori, cara. Não tô vendo muita necessidade de comprar mais minutos do que eu já tenho, não, cara. Tudo que eu queria testar no jogo eu já testei. Tudo que eu queria saber do jogo eu já sei, tá ligado? A única coisa seria curtir os conteúdos mesmo, tá ligado? Mas não tem ninguém pra fazer um grupo, aí fica difícil, né? Porque, tipo assim, tem um ou dois ali que ficam... a gente faz grupo e tal, mas é 5, né, velho? E tem uns meninos ali que tá mais preocupado em ficar brincando de criar bonequinho do que jogar de fato as dungeons, pá. Aí é... Ele não é grind, ele é feito por diários e semanais, tá ligado? Só que o que acontece é o seguinte: o sistema de diários e semanais do Swords, ele é baseado em diversos tipos de atividades diferentes que você pode fazer pelo jogo. Não é que nem um Blade and Soul, que as diárias só estão nas dungeons, entendeu? Quando você vem aqui, por exemplo... Vou mostrar pra vocês. Quando você vem aqui, ó, você tem as diárias e você tem as semanais. São várias diárias que você pode fazer durante o dia e elas estão divididas entre atividades PvE, atividades PvX, que serve para poder pegar gold e algumas coisas adicionais de profissão, atividades de PvP e atividades de evento, entendeu? Isso são apenas as diárias, entendeu? Fora isso tem as dungeons, você upar o seu nível de PVP para você conseguir fazer mais PVP, entendeu? Melhores equipamentos e tal. Pior que eu já completei a diária aqui. Essa diária aqui é o que? Ah, o cabo de guerra. Porra, não tem nenhuma com pulseta de matchmaking não, velho. Se fuder. Isso aqui é de guilda. Os cardzinhos que eu perdi porque não tenho ninguém pra fazer. Se fudeu. Uma buceta mesmo. Ou dá, show. Oh, show. O Goopzilla, cara, eu acho que todos os suportes são interessantes, cara. Mas o que eu vejo muita galera jogar é Reaper suporte nas lives. Mas eu acho que todos são viáveis. Foda que eu tenho essa... Foda que eu tenho essa missão aqui pra fazer. Eu não vou conseguir fazer essa missão sozinho. De jeito, de maneira nenhuma. Eu não vou conseguir. Cadê aqui? Não. Ó. Tem que matar esse bicho aqui, velho. Não vou conseguir fazer sozinho, cara. Não vou mesmo, se liga. Eu vou tomar no cu pra esse bicho aqui. Não vou. Isso aqui, no caso, seria a diária da profissão de Bounty Hunter, tá ligado? Que é essa profissão aqui, Bounty Hunter. Aí eu tô com a diária dela aqui, que é fazer esse aqui, esse aqui e esse aqui, né? Esses três. Aí quando eu venho, por exemplo, esse daqui, ó. É esse aqui, ó. Tá vendo? É esse daqui. Tá o Shine Life Fade dele ali todinho, ó. Certo? Aí eles são tipo mini bosses, tá ligado? Se eu fizer essa diária, eu ganho um bônus massa. Eu ganho umas caixinhas com as paradas massa. O problema é que eu não vou conseguir fazer, mesmo eu tendo a arma da raid. Aí você pergunta, como assim, nós? Você tem a arma da raid? Pois é. Arma e level 375. Eu tenho a arma da raid. Eu fiz uma raid. Eu emburaquei dentro de um APT de raid. Fiquei lá de espião. Carregado. No finalzinho fui lá, peguei o loot. Veio uma arma. Eu, oi. Faz com o pai não. Cara, todas as classes de suporte. Tipo assim. Nesse jogo, A classe de suporte, seja tanque ou healer, ela não bate, entendeu? Ela tem como função primária fazer o que ela tem que fazer. Tancar ou healar, entendeu? Então, ela não vai bater. Então, todas elas possuem basicamente as mesmas skills. De curar, de dar buff, de tirar buff, tudo bonitinho. O que vai mudar é que uma é caster, a outra não é. Uma vai ter mais mobilidade, outra não vai ter tanta mobilidade. Uma vai curar mais brutamente, a outra vai ter uma cura mais por tique, tá ligado? Mas todo mundo vai fazer a mesma coisa, entendeu? Tipo aqui, o tanque aqui, ele não bate, velho. Ele só segura agro, tá ligado? Ele só segura agro e dá controle. E o healer é só healer, entendeu? Então você não vai ter DPS como essas classes, entendeu? Ela é bem suporte mesmo, entendeu? Arthur Diniz consegue sim, cara. Só baixar pelo site. O bardo é caster, viu, Gopzilla? Não sei se você gosta de caster. Diego Beltrão, cara, aí você vai ter que pegar os jogos mais antigos, né? Tipo Age of Wushu, Silk Road. Dependendo da mobilidade, dependendo do tipo de PVP, tem um 3x3, onde tem 3 DPS versus 3 DPS. E tem o 3x3, onde é 2 DPS e um healer versus 2 DPS e um healer. No 11 versus 11, no 15 versus 15, tem 3 healers, se eu não me engano. Entendeu? Ai. Tem que baixar no site, cara, oficial do Taiwan. Esse que eu vou colocar aqui no... É só apertar Start e logar com o Facebook, com o Google e GG. Eu não vou conseguir matar esse boss, que apostar quanto. Mesmo com a arma da Raid. Vamos embora. Cara, talvez eu acho que eu não fui com um HP cheio pra cima dele, não. Tá vendo que eu me lasquei? Não, Diego, ele não é combate action, não. O cara é target. Os jogos mais antigos são tudo target. O pior é que não tem pote, galera. Se desse pra potar, dava. Rapaz, eu tô olhando aqui pra ver se tá começando essa live no NA, mas até agora nada. Cara, Raid Z, Diego. Infelizmente hoje em dia só tem privado. Luiz Fernando, a gear pra tanque e pra healer é outra, cara, que é o set pra fazer que são os sets que dão os bônus específicos pra tanque e healer, né, dependendo da sua build. Não, não tem poção. Que isso? Não tem poção, mas eu acho que tem um jeito de se curar, velho, com skill. Lá vem um refine cooldown reduction. Refine cooldown reduction. Inochi. 'Você tá com meio cu desse carinha aqui. Não, não. 16 horas. Até agora nada. Ah, tá ao vivo. Galera hypando pra nada ali, ó. Delícia. Pera aí, galera, deixa eu só colocar aqui a stream pra vocês aqui na minha stream. Website. Original de captura. Ótimo. Aí eu fecho aqui. Fecho aqui. Fecho aqui. Fecho aqui. E coloco. Coloco aqui. Do lado de cá. Aumenta um pouquinho. Beleza. E ficou offline. Acho que deu merda, hein? Deu merda, hein, capitão? Sei. Será? Os caras estão com medo que não vão conseguir atender o hype. Não vão conseguir atender o hype, galera. Os caras olharam assim e disseram assim, vai dar não. Vai dar não, galera. A gente só ia mostrar aqui o bonequinho andando. Pra dizer que o bonequinho andava, ó. Os caras vão xingar a gente. Aí, voltou. The stream starts soon. Vamos jogar aqui no Mundo de los Mortos para ver se tem alguma missãozinha para fazer. Tem. Quando começar, galera, eu ponho de volta aqui na stream. Por enquanto, vamos. O jogo tem um conteúdo que é o mundo dos mortos. Eu não sei se vocês estão ligados nisso, tá? Você, aqui, ó. Você pode viajar para o mundo das almas para coletar almas da onde Shansungs. Aqui o mapa normal, tá vendo aqui, ó? Né? Bonito. Como ele sempre esteve. E agora eu vou parar no mundo dos mortos. Vamos lá. Mundo dos mortos. Tem um evento aqui. Ih. começou. Vamos lá, começou. Botaram a musiquinha lá muito louca. A galera só no hype.
Hello everyone and welcome to our very first stream for Swords of Legends Online. Today I'm joined by
Fendar, the community manager, one of the community managers, and
Patrick or Patmos Atmov, game designer on Sword of Legends Online. And well, today we are gonna show everything around.
We're gonna show
everything around the game phases that we're going through until launch.
The roadmap.
Exactly. Then the various pre-order benefits. There have been a lot of questions from you guys.
Then a very spicy topic. We're going to look into the shop. Everything that's in the shop. We're going to look into pricing.
Indeed.
How we handle it on the Western release.
Yeah. Now you can see our content list.
Oh yeah, they gave us that. Look at that.
So yeah, you'll have like everything about pricing for the in-game shop. We're gonna show what's in there. So you have like the full picture of everything that is going to be the case for beta as well as for launch. So you can have a look at that. And then of course, we will also show you a bit of the in-game status, right? Currently, character creation in a translated fashion.
Starting to be translated.
Well,
translations are not final.
We're
getting there.
Yeah,
there's some English in there.
No, yeah, maybe a small disclaimer. So yeah, obviously, it's still work in progress. This is from our pre-alpha build, meaning that the alpha has not started yet, but we'll go over it in a second. And all the content that you'll see is still work in progress. Translations haven't been done yet in a final manner. You will still see some Chinese in there, but a good majority is already in English, so that you should see like what the different sliders in the character creation actually mean. Right?
So we'll look into creating characters for both genders. We'll look at the classes again. Over the last week on social media and on other sources, you might have seen trailers for all of the classes. We'll look at them again, show you some gameplay, show you maybe the class zones as well, and then we'll wrap it all up nicely with kind of summing up what we have planned for future streams. This is in fact not the only one of these we plan to do. We'll have some more in the future, going into many different topics. And what are we looking at duration-wise? How long do we have planned to do this?
Yeah, I mean, I think today, like, round about, like, 2 hours.
If everything works out, we'll go for 2 hours.
So
2 horas de stream.
2 hours, if we overshoot,
Ah, meu saco. Quanto eles vão ter que enrolar para fazer isso durar 2 horas?
But don't worry, this will be recorded. A recording will be added on Twitch. Automatically, or like we'll have to manually put it.
And we'll try to cut up the most important segments as well for YouTube. So as I'm seeing in chat here, I go sleep in 20 minutes. You are good.
Wow.
Go sleep. Sleep is important and healthy. We'll cut up everything into topics, and then you can just check whatever interests you later.
No sleep for the next 2 hours.
No sleep for us for the next 2 hours. If you want to, go ahead.
All right. So I think that's it for the overview. Obviously, we also very, very briefly at the end will talk about the future streams. We already teased a bit on Discord what the next ones are gonna be, but yeah. So we are targeting, or we are intending to target a roughly regular timeline on like every week with a couple pauses in between. Good. I think we should just jump into the game phases right away.
Let's go for it.
I think everybody wants to see what we are looking at.
Look at that. Isn't it beautiful?
What
do we have there? Wow. The announcement. Could you tell me more about that?
That has happened 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Everybody had the announcement at the same time. And now we are looking at alpha to start next week.
Yeah.
Where media and content creators, select ones will
Parece que próxima semana o alpha para criadores de conteúdo vai começar. Isso é interessante, que pode ser que eu tenha acesso. Posso mostrar para vocês como é que tá em inglês. O close de beta vai começar algumas semanas depois do alpha, o que é totalmente normal.
That's right, we're not sharing precise beta dates yet. But
correct.
Yeah, as you can see, a couple weeks after alpha, that's as precise as we're
Close de beta tá na data que a gente pensou que ia ficar mesmo, tipo uma semana, 2 semanas depois do evento lá. Tá? Então vai ser 2 semanas. Ah tá, o close de beta 1 vai durar alguns dias. O close de beta 2 vai durar uma semana. E
we'll also provide some keys to streamers, maybe, to raffle away, so...
And, I mean, in one of, or couple of our future streams, right, we'll also have...
Yeah, we'll definitely do some stream raffles as
you
well.
launch
so whoever will be on camera will have some raffling to do.
That's right, it's probably gonna be me. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you will be like the raffle.
O jogo eu acho que ele vai ser lançado em julho.
That's just what I do. You have the knowledge and the hair, and I'm the raffle dude.
There you go, it's an awesome title.
Yeah,
but yeah.
After that, not long after that, like 1-2 weeks, we're gonna head into closed beta 2. That one's gonna be a bit longer, not quite as long as the alpha we have planned, but we're looking at a week, maybe a little bit more there. Again, same like entry, everyone that has a beta key. Because we saw that question quite a bit, if you pre-order during the betas, can you still get it?
Of course, everybody that pre-orders between now and the end of the last beta will get access the moment
Adoro o sotaque desse cara, velho.
Though, of course, if you purchase the last minute of the beta, then, well...
Beta?
The download will probably take longer than...
The client is going to be relatively hefty, although we have to we don't have a
Pelo tempo que eles estão falando aí, velho, o close beta vai durar mais ou menos um mês.
I don't think I'm leaving too much out of the window saying this.
Um mês, 2 meses de intervalo. O jogo vai ser lançado lá pra janeiro, fevereiro, março, abril. Maio, junho, julho, agosto. Metade de julho, final de julho. De acordo com essa previsão que eles estão colocando aí, final de julho o jogo deve estar sendo lançado. Agora, a duração do close de beta que tá interessante, porque o close beta 1 vai durar dias e o 2 vai durar uma semana. Ou seja, não vai ter muito tempo pra galera testar. Quem quiser realmente testar o jogo inteiro e tal. E acho muito difícil eles colocarem o conteúdo do release todo no close beta. Eles nunca colocam.
Log in already, you can save your name and make sure nobody steals it from you, so you can be the only Panda Master 69 in all the realms.
No, that's a good question. I don't know if you can have numbers in the name.
Panda Master 69.
Well, we'll check when we show character creation. Because, I don't recall if we allow numbers or not.
That's important questions that need to be answered here.
We'll try it out live on stream. You'll be the first to know. And we as well, I guess.
É o alpha que eu acho mais, tô achando maior. Eu, sinceramente, tô mirando muito mais no alpha do que no beta. No CBT. Eu querendo muito ver se eu consigo esse alpha, tá ligado? Porque eu quero ver certas coisas traduzidas no jogo pra ver exatamente o que é cada coisa. E o alpha vai ter 2 semanas, né? Então o alpha vai ser mais longo que todos os closed beta.
Now, since I see that question quite a lot, and I also in the days leading up to this, what does summer 2021 mean? Is summer? What is summer?
Summer is where we launch, right?
That's the best way you could have answered that. I'm amazed.
We can't yet go into detail as to what this exactly means. Given the timeline you see, it's like alpha starts next week, beta 1 a couple weeks after. A couple is probably not like 2 months, right? I would venture a guess. So there's only like short time frames between each, short not being days but weeks. So it's not gonna be too late.
Well, Ravik here is saying that it's 30 degrees in November, so that still counts as summer.
Yeah, but he's not living in Germany. We are talking about Germany.
Right, okay. Right? So we're probably looking at October then.
What do you mean? It's not going to be October either. For me, October is fall.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway.
We're going off topic.
That's a big off topic. So what is our next topic?
Pre-order stuff.
Pre-orders,
we're looking
right?
into the pre-order packages.
Yes. I think we have the video of the Steam pre-orders that we can run. So
Basicamente estão passando os vídeos agora das coisas que vão vir no pré-order. Em resumo, o que eles falaram foram umas brincadeiras uns com os outros aí, umas piadas e tal, mas basicamente tudo que eu falei pra vocês resumido.
We're back.
All right.
Okay, nobody saw us trash talking. Phew.
I think we need the in-game screen for the packages. There we go. All right. I mean, most of you should be familiar with this. That is our current pre-order offer. Well, I say current, but it's
maybe we should actually start mentioning the business model of Solo here quickly.
Should we jump in? Yes.
Maybe someone tuned into the stream has no idea what's going on here. I feel like we should clarify what's happening there. And then cycle back to the shop later afterwards.
Yeah. So, Solo, Swords of Legends Online, is a buy-to-play game, meaning you purchase it once and you have no additional costs after that are mandatory. So there's no subscription, optional or mandatory, no subscription. There is an optional vanity-only mall, cash shop if you want to call it that way, where you have like additional vanity items such as costumes, weapon skins, mounts, flying mounts, although to be pointed out, but we'll go into details later. You will get a flying mount like within the first, 30 minutes into the game. Yeah. And all the mounts from the shop are just as fast as the in-game mount, so there's no advantages to be had from the shop. But yeah, basically
basicamente o que ele falou que o jogo é comprar uma vez para sempre e não tem nenhum tipo de VIP e tem só montarias e skins de arma e roupa, e as montarias cash não tem velocidade maior do que as que você consegue dentro do jogo.
Let's maybe look into what the editions have.
Exactly.
Because there are 3 different editions, of course. What do those actually do? We saw a quick video just now. Well, you did. We were trash talking while you were watching it.
He's lying.
Okay, I was trash.
Yeah, so we have 3 editions. The standard one giving you access to the game, as well as the betas. you can see here. So the standard edition will have the base game. Base game
Eu acho
meaning
muito
access to
engraçado
the
os
game
BR
and
nos
all of the content
comentários.
that is included.
Vai ter em português! O
As well as the
jogo!
pre-order bonuses,
Meu Deus do
which can
céu.
include the beta access, which has a mask, a special title, as well as a flag that you can position into your housing zone.
And that's an actual flag.
Yeah, it's just like a
Because
standard.
We had
well,
people
flag,
ask about that. What does flag mean?
Yeah, it's like a how do I translate? Like, yeah, it's like a flag that you can position in your correctly. Well, no, I don't think it's floating. Like it's an action. It's not like a flag that is long, like a country flag. It's more like a. I don't know how you would. I don't have an image now.
Okay, we'll get back to that later.
We'll showcase this in a housing stream for sure.
Sounds great. It's also important to mention that pre-order bonuses are, of course, pre-order bonuses, meaning while you can buy this edition the same way afterwards, and all the bonuses from the other editions will still be in it after release.
Yeah.
You cannot get pre-order bonuses after release because that would be past order bonuses.
Yeah, pre-order bonuses only until the game launch. After game launch, you you have for the standard edition you have like access to the game. For the deluxe edition, you will have a golden weapon skin for all of your classes. So which you can see here, and you'll have a golden costume plus hair style that are also available for all your characters on that account. And then we have the collector's edition, which is the biggest offering, where you again have the weapon skin and the costume. In addition, you get an assassin costume. The wings you saw in the trailer we showcased, which are the golden huge wings that you can fly with. And the fancy housing bundle, which is a huge, how would I even describe this?
It's a building
beautiful.
with a tree and a little bridge.
Like it's a set of different
assets.
Yeah, that sounds so technical.
Okay.
It looks super beautiful. I love it. And I'm pretty sure Celeste will show this on a housing stream further down the road.
I've been told that one is going to be 72 hours long, actually.
Really?
Yes.
She's going all out.
Yes. I just wanted to officially confirm that. We're not doing that, no. But
feels like a rumor to me.
If we say it now, then she can't deny it later. This is live. She has
Press
no way
X
out.
for doubt. All right, so those are the editions that are on offer. They
Eles conseguem enrolar bastante.
Gameforge as well as Steam, although there's one important distinction to make. For the deluxe and the collector's edition, you can see that you get 1 or 4 additional beta keys that you can share with your friends or acquaintances on the internet as you wish. Which are not included into the Steam offerings, although all of the rest is identical. So on Steam, you also get access to the closed beta yourself. You get all of the items delivered. You have the pre-order bonuses. So that's all included. It's only the 1 or 4 keys that are as a difference. And since I saw a question in chat like a minute ago, the title is the same for all of the packages. So the standard, deluxe, and collector's edition pre-order title bonus is the same for all 3 packages.
We have a guy that's very happy about the way you say deluxe. Could you say deluxe again?
Collectors.
That you ruined it. You had one job and you didn't. Okay, well, we'll just go on. What is our next topic?
All right, let me see, because now you brought me out of my
it's the
pace.
shop.
Is it the shop? Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Well, yes, we are.
All right, let's jump into the game then, I guess.
It's, of course, a topic that interests many people. Yeah. And that's why we wanted to tackle it right away.
Yeah, I mean, we can jump into the in-game scene as well, so that we are giving our first look into the game, but it's
Hold down shift, what dragon? Oh,
That's right.
Cannot
Okay.
enter while flying. All right. So, as we already mentioned initially, the Solo is going to be buy-to-play, and all the transactions that are available after purchasing access to the game is vanity only. Meaning you have a selection of costumes, like outfits, hairstyles, weapon skins, accessories.
A foice
character
demoníaca lá vai estar, ó.
I guess
Visual reworks of your face.
yeah, additional customization, let's put it this way, where you have I don't know, funky eyes that you can adjust additionally. You have mounts.
Is that the dragon that you meant?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the one
there
I
you
was
go.
thinking about, yeah.
It's Black Flame Horse. It's not a dragon in the end.
In what world is that a horse?
It has,
Let's be real.
it's on 2 legs. Look at this.
So can a dragon be? Like dragons?
Isso não é um
have
dragão
4
não,
legs
seus
and wings.
retardados
Anyway,
do caralho,
that's
que
a-
merda.
that's a topic for after the stream.
Okay, great.
Let's
we'll
not-
get
São
into that. It's
Kirin.
important to me.
Since there was a
Desgraça.
question, there's no subscription.
Só vem aquele
not-
meme na minha
not,
cabeça do
optional.
dragão do Game
There's
of
no
Thrones gritando
VIP package, bonus
Desgraça!
deluxe things in the game.
Não é um dragão
you
não,
might,
isso é um
see
Kirin,
from other
caralho.
games. It's gonna be no subscription, optional or mandatory. You'll have various additional things for your housing area. And
Desde
the usual
casa,
things like name changer,
Name change,
appearance
appearance change, curse of radical.
Curse of the radical transformation, which I think is not yet the final name, so this is still work in progress, but this is the gender change item. New identity's name change. No, that's gender. What is radical transformation then?
Maybe it's both.
Oh, that's
You
a
could
package of
change it.
both.
If you want to be
Right,
radical, you don't just go with one. You have to commit.
Sim,
I don't know.
limpou o problema aí. Mostra
Let's go
aquele
with
último ali, viado.
So yeah, that's basically
Aquele ali é Fireworks.
all there's going to be in the shop. And
Tem
yes, we know
gift
the
mode, hein?
values
Pra
that you can see
galera
right now.
Yes, I am
Quer
getting the
vender
question.
item cash
Show us
por
how much
gold.
2,650 is an
We-
actual
Olha o
money.
pay to win
We will
ali,
go
ó.
over
Gift
we have
mode.
it all prepared.
Você chega pro seu coleguinha, dá
wonderful.
500 gold
Right.
pra ele, ele dá
So
um
we
gift
cannot
pra
show you
você,
the,
aquela
top-up
costume
screen, since that is,
bonita.
I think not on this server is not working, or even if it would be, it's not on the game screen, but on a different screen. So I can just quote you the numbers, and then you.
And then if you fuck up, we'll...
What do you mean? Hey, Peggy 12,
Right.
friendly
I'm
language
sorry.
stream. Hello,
I didn't say anything.
Peggy 12. Anyway, so
If you screw up, then we'll have a problem.
there you go. All right, back to topic. So for 25 euros, you will get 4,250 crimson coins.
Não, Kirin não é
crimson
dragão
coins
não,
are the
Matheus.
currency that we are using.
Kirin é Kirin, dragão é dragão.
And for 25 euros, you get 4,250 of those. So as you can see, for you have the mount for sure included. You can almost get 2 weapon skins for it, just for a brief example. Now, of course, we also have the dollar pricing. So the dollar pricing is a bit tricky to quote because we don't have a $25 pricing. It's $20 is 2,800. $50 it is 8,000. So to translate that into actual item prices, because that's probably gonna be more straightforward. A costume is gonna be like between $13 and $18. A weapon between like 17 to 26, I believe. And mounts between 17 and 32. But then there's a range that is...
Tá relativamente barato pelos preços que eles estão falando. Tipo, uma montaria vai variar entre 18 e 20 e poucos...
so
Não,
that's just as a-
uma
as a rough,
arma entre 18 e 20 e poucos
and the same
dólares,
is
tá
for
ligado?
euros, obviously. So costume between
Porra.
10 and 17.
No BDO,
weapons
um
between,
costume
like, 14
completo é
and
muito mais
25,
caro do que 20
mounts
dólares.
also between like 14 and 26. I think I messed up some numbers. No, the minimum was also right.
Mas não tem como
26 is the
comparar BDO com esse jogo aqui
No, I
não,
am seeing
Sorran.
some questions
BDO
about
já
whether
era
actually
pay to win
needs
na
to buy such
Coreia.
a skin in the shop.
Yes.
Esse jogo não é pay to win na China. Não tem como eles criar um pay to win do nada.
Swords of Legends Online, if you purchase a mount on a character, you have it unlocked for all of your characters.
Isso é uma característica que eles estão falando. A montaria nesse jogo é account wide, ou seja, você tem uma montaria.
If you buy a costume for your female character, all of your female characters will own that skin and can use it.
O que ele tá falando é o seguinte, que a skin, ela é account wide. Se você comprar uma montaria, essa montaria vai para a conta inteira, certo? Ou seja, você tem um personagem agora e você tem a montaria do Kirin lá, que é o dragão. Se você for no outro personagem que você acabou de criar, a montaria vai estar lá também, porque a montaria é para toda a conta, tá? E as skins também funcionam assim. Só que elas funcionam pro sexo. Se você comprar um costume de roupa para um personagem masculino, aquela skin vai ser habilitada para todos os personagens masculinos que você tem. E feminino, entendeu? Ou seja, você tá jogando com um Berserker no lançamento feminino. Comprou um costume top para ele, entendeu? E futuramente você jogar contra a classe, se os dois forem do mesmo sexo, o costume vai estar habilitado para as duas classes, entendeu? Isso é muito bom.
There's a gift mode. There's a gift mode. So the items you purchase are unlocked for your account. They are not being delivered in a way that you can share it. But there is a gift mode where you can say, okay, so my friend is a spearmaster. I want to gift this item to player from my friends list, social list. Now, as you can see, no friends added, so no gifting for me.
Não, esses caras fazem parte da empresa europeia que vai publicar o jogo no Ocidente. Esses caras não são desenvolvedores chineses, não.
This is just a showcase.
Right. Okay, we'll go with that. Sure.
Pois é, Rayori. Tanto que você joga com o mesmo gênero, você vai ter todas as skins, entendeu?
So that you send this skin to your friend, and then they'll have it. And you pay for it, basically.
Sim, ele falou que os costumes vão custar entre 30 e poucos dólares até 40 e poucos dólares o costume completo. Mas é pra conta inteira, né? Então...
is what's gonna be available in the alpha, what's gonna be available in the beta, is what's gonna be available on launch. So everybody that is in the beta will have like the can detail look into everything. So yeah, all the cards on the table from our side.
Eles estão falando que não vão esconder nada. A loja cash vai estar disponível.
No. So we will start with 5 character slots. Both in the beta as well as for launch, which means that you can create 5 characters, and there's no limitation that we added in terms of, oh, you only have 2 and you need to buy additional slots. No, you have everything once you purchase the edition. You have all of the slots unlocked. Now we start with 6 classes, and there's future classes available in later updates. And at least what happened in the developers region, but I can't foresee this be different, is that with additional characters, additional slots are being added by default.
O que ele falou é o seguinte, não tem como comprar slots de personagem. Você recebe... Você recebe todos os slots de personagens disponíveis, limitados já de início, que vai começar com 5, não tem como comprar mais. E
So,
no futuro, quando lançarem mais
every
classes,
time
eles
you-
abrem mais slots de personagem também de graça. Você não vai precisar comprar.
every time
E muito
you,
provavelmente ele vai explicar agora,
every
porque
time
também o
you
jogo possui
purchase
sistemas
an
de
item in the
loja
shop,
cash com cash e
either
também
for
existe
yourself or
loyalty
gifted
shop,
to
né?
somebody,
Quando você joga o
the
jogo e
amount
passa
of
os dias
crimson coins, so the
jogando,
premium
você vai
currency that you,
receber currencies, né?
spend is
Que
automatically being
são
added as
ganhas in
points
game, jogando
or
o
loyalty
jogo,
points, as
que
we
são
call them.
o que eles chamam ali de
Now,
Point
what can you do
Shop
with
e
loyalty
Crystal
points?
Dust Shop.
Basically, there's the point shop where you can get
Quem tá
additional
mostrando agora?
vanity on top, so to speak.
O Point Shop e o Crystal
So let's
Dust
say
Shop
you
são lojas cash
bought a costume and a weapon skin in the shop
rotatórias
and you spend
que
5,000
você
crimson
pode
coins for
comprar
this.
skin
Well, you now have
com
5,000
pontos que
loyalty
você
points
recebe
and
em
you
game,
might
jogando o
unlock
jogo.
this cloak
O
in addition,
Point,
for
se eu não me
example.
engano, é fazendo
Or any
atividade
other
dentro do
item
jogo
in
específica. E o Crystal Dust
point
Shop você recebe 10 por dia. E tem eventos que
Now,
também dão
we'll add
50,
additional stuff in the
60,
point
isso no
shop
Taiwan.
over time,
Mas acredito que vai ser
but it's
igual.
basically
E a loja de cash é rotatória, ou seja,
you,
se você
well, you
guardar
get
os
basically
seus
additional
point
costume on
shop,
top
os
of
seus
the costume
points
you got.
ou Crystal
It's,
Dust pra
roundabout
esperar
way to say it, I
a
guess.
skin que você quer entrar na rotatória, você vai
And
comprar de
then-
graça.
or somebody wants to see the
No
panda
BDL
dango.
seria a loja de milhagem,
Oh, you
justamente.
can pre
Só
the
que
mounts
aqui
here?
tem
That's
costume na loja de milhagem, né?
On your shoulder, isn't it?
Oh, because there's a panda mount. Yeah, let's
There is a panda mount. Let's look at the panda mount actually. I think
let's
the panda
let's
mount is
let's
adorable.
let's look at the panda dango.
Eu posso mostrar depois que a gente terminar aí o Crystal Dust e o Point Shop.
So yeah. Having said that, the vanity is not only shop based, right? So just to be clear, you have every item you drop in the game, weapon, hands,
Isso.
feet,
Também tem isso.
belt,
Todos os equipamentos que você ganha dentro do jogo habilita a skin automaticamente.
or like
Se você
the
tá com o
costume,
equipamento do
can
nível máximo da
unlock
sua
a vanity
classe,
skin that you can also
aquela
add here
skin
in the
é aberta para você automaticamente, para
So you
você
can
equipar com
combine,
qualquer
let's say, a
personagem
one-piece
do mesmo
hand
sexo
with
como se fosse uma skin normal.
that.
Muito parecido com o GW2, entendeu? Nesse aspecto.
So,
Só
like,
que
these
existe
are
um
skins that you drop
custo
in game and
de
you can see
um
received
de um
through the following
pozinho, uma
equipment,
paradinha lá que
such as
você tem que
on
pegar
the
no jogo para poder trocar a aparência dos equipamentos. Trocar a aparência do equipamento não é grátis,
Yeah,
não é cash, tá? Mas também não é grátis.
Crystal Dust Shop, which is
Probably more important than the panda mount. Let's go for that.
it's not more important, but you get additional vanity through daily login. You get crystal dust. You'll get this through events and some quests in game.
Só tô achando o jogo muito fora da realidade brasileira. Mas qual a realidade brasileira você tá falando, Ladio? A realidade brasileira que joga BDO, SA, a realidade brasileira que joga PW,
I don't have it.
BR,
Fluffy boy.
But it
a
exists.
realidade brasileira que joga Cabal,
I'm sure we can
BR,
look into it in a later
ou a
session.
realidade brasileira que fica nos grupos do Facebook chorando.
So we have the currency.
Porque tem várias realidades aí, né?
We have the shop. All right. Now, what we haven't shown yet and what will not be available in the beta, just to point this out, because this will be released somewhere after launch with our first big event.
But we do want to show it today already,
Yes.
just to be transparent
So
about
that
everything that's in the shop.
basically-
so there are no questions and
Exactly.
no doubts.
So all the cards will be on the table from our side, so you know about everything. I want to be heads up with this. There's also going to be a battle pass feature. Maybe our guys can throw in the screens real quick for the battle pass. So this is the old UI, FYI. So this is being reworked.
Isso aí é o Season
but we cannot show it right now.
Pass.
So we have the battle pass feature.
Battle Pass,
Which
tá confirmado.
gives you additional vanity on a paid basis, and it's really vanity only. So the battle
Eu
pass,
no NA
it's
vou fazer o
vanity only,
Berserker de início, mas quando lançar o da Katana eu vou jogar
while
com o da
the free
Katana.
part of it, so there's like a daily
Sim.
activity part, will have things like progression-based things, because it's everybody participates in that. It's built into like the gearing process. But the paid part of the battle pass is 100% vanity, and it will be, I think, also like 10. I think it was 10 euros for like don't quote me on this number forever, but it's gonna be like
We'll have more info on it shortly once we get closer to it.
It's gonna run
It's
like
just a first look into the system,
a month
putting
or two.
out there that it exists, so nobody is
He
surprised.
doesn't want me to have you.
Ah,
quote
pelo
me
que ele
later on.
falou,
Yeah,
o Season
I'm
Pass
just
do
worried about
jogo
that
vai
because-
ter
No,
só
there's no
skin
worry.
I'll have to
all
be.
fine.
I'll have to
e
be on
vai
Discord
custar
and read
cerca de
your
10
goals.
euros.
But that's fine. Because my quotes are usually.
Yeah.
Usually.
I mean, so far I've said worse stuff today than you, definitely.
All right. But yeah, maybe there's any questions in the chat just for this specifically.
We only got our cosmetics sellable again. They are not.
What is sellable?
Like that you can
BDO
sell
você
cosmetics.
paga R$8.
Well, you can
Ah,
gift
BDO
them.
você
You can
paga
gift
R$8.
them, yes, but you can
PW você
sell
joga
them
de
to other
graça.
players.
Cabal você
Does
joga
the
de
Battle
graça.
Pass include a girlfriend? Well,
É,
I
né?
don't know. It's not there yet. We'll have to try. I'll be the first to report back on that front.
I'm not gonna spoil what the first
What are
one
the
is.
benefits to getting a battle pass?
De graça.
It's
Additional
vanity.
visual
Yeah,
items.
it's a pure vanity. So there's gonna be things
BDO
like
é só
I mean,
14,
there's various
só
item types, such as
14
skins for your pet.
reais. É,
For
só
example, a
14
fish.
reais.
I'm not. Yeah. Some people will laugh internally now because I'm always mispronouncing names of the pets. So I'm gonna hear that after the stream. I called a cat platypus because
How?
it happens. Anyway,
Sure. One question I saw with all the shop looking, of
Yeah.
course. Do mounts drop from other sources as well, or just the shop?
so
We already mentioned. Sorry if I interrupted
yeah,
you. again.
go ahead.
We already mentioned there's one flying mount very early on in the game.
Correct.
But is there more? Is
As
that
classes
everything
são
I'm limited to,
balanceadas,
or-
Cristiano, mas elas não são
So
balanceadas
I
no
cannot quote yet the
nível
content of all of the endgame
Nutella
content.
balanceamento onde todo mundo é igual, não, tá? Tem
The
classe que é mais
rewards
forte
of
no
all the
PvE,
endgame
tem classe que é mais
See,
forte no
platypus, imagine
PvP,
Discord and
tem
Discord.
classes que em luta
Let
se
us scroll
sobressaem
away.
mais,
Sorry.
porque o boss é mais parado, ou o boss é mais
So,
movimentado, entendeu?
Some additional mounts can be content
Aquele
specific.
balanceamento
though I
Nutella
cannot go
perfeito,
over
onde
this,
todo mundo é igual a
this
todo
week.
mundo, não existe, não. Agora,
Then we
existem
have a
classes que são
female
melhores para
presentator
PVP,
streaming.
3x3,
Celeste
mas
is
essa
planned
classe
for
já
the
não é
next
tão
stream.
boa no
That's right.
PVP
Alright.
com
So,
15
But
versus
can she really match this
15,
majestic
ou
hair?
então
Is it- like, be real
Siege
with
com
me.
100 versus
Like,
100, tá ligado?
Alright, let's
O
move away from
desempenho da sua
Battle
classe vai
Pass.
ser bom em algumas coisas e ruim em outras.
Well,
right.
yeah, with that lengthy shop segment done, we'll actually be looking at character creation, at classes, at some more in-game stuff. I apologize if some of you didn't find this interesting at all. I can imagine it's a lot of menu talk and numbers talk, but we figured it would be like important to put out there.
yeah.
To
There
kind of-
was an important question. Can I use my costume in the pre-order packs on male or female, or do I need to choose? No, you
Pra
get
galera
both.
que tá achando
So, if
os
you
$40
purchase the
do
deluxe or the-
Soft Legends muito
the
caro,
collector's edition,
futuramente
the
vocês
costumes
poderão
we
jogar
get
por 15
delivered will be,
doletinhas
like,
ou
applicable
20
for both the male and
o,
female
o
characters that you
Buy to
have.
Play
So you don't
Alien
have to choose.
também, tá
You get it
galera?
on both.
Vai ser uma delícia. Você só paga
And you have it on
quinzão
all
pra
of them,
entrar,
obviously, 'cause it's
aí tem que pagar o
deluxe.
VPN pra poder logar, porque é hyperblock, né?
You
E
made
depois
me
vai ter
happy.
que
Let's
comprar
start the
slot de
challenge.
personagens, slot de inventário,
Alright.
slot
Yes.
disso,
Shall we jump
o
into it?
VIPzinho
Let's
jump out of shop and
opcional,
into the in-game
entendeu?
character
Aí você
creation.
vai lá e
Thank
se
you.
diverte no alienzinho.
So, as you can see, we have we had 5 slots. We have our 6 classes, the Spearmaster, the Berserker, Spell Sword, Bard, Summoner, and Reaper.
Which you can already all check out in trailers.
Exactly.
But we're gonna look at them again as well.
We'll show those as well. And all of the classes are, all of our initial classes are available in male and female gender. I mean, I can click through them all, but... yeah, I think Berserker I skipped, but it's also
Interessante.
No, I think we got them.
cute mecha.
É massa.
Alright.
Someone screenshotted it already.
Yeah, it's a cute little companion.
That's true. So what are we actually? Oh, you just jump right into it. We
Oh,
don't even.
what do
We
you-
don't even give them a choice, do
Okay.
we? I thought this was a democracy.
I wanted to do both, but if you want to limit us to one, let the chat.
No, I
decide.
thought
No.
we decide on.
I do as you wish.
Okay, great.
You tell me which one, which class, and which gender.
Well, let's see. I'm seeing a lot of summoner right now, but Mm-hmm. Summoners going strong. Reaper is in there.
Are you going to eyeball this?
I'm going to eyeball this.
Okay.
We have no tool for this. We're not that
Eu acho que não
professional.
vai
We're
ter
just gonna
valor
look at it and
regionalizado
then
não,
we're
Skyel.
gonna
Vai ser valor
guesstimate
full convertido,
what
cara.
it was.
Pra
I see
ele
a lot
nem
of
é
Spearmaster.
interessante.
It's a lot of Spearmaster now, that's true. But look, now it's a Summoner point again. It's one guy saying a lot of Spearmaster. I don't think we should count that, honestly.
I'm
Okay,
waiting on you.
may-
I'm waiting
may-
on you.
Maybe we'll do Spearmaster.
Female or male?
We can do both, can't we?
All of a sudden we can.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, let's jump back into Alright, so character creation. Basically, as you can
Não
see,
sei, Stalker. Eles falaram que era semana que vem.
If I'm not mistaken.
Entre junho e setembro, Cristiano.
So far, I'm seeing no
But,
Chinese. You're good.
So you have your custom preview here, where on your character you can preview it having like different costume sets.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see how it looks later on in game in different fashions, right? Let's go with this one. You can show it in like
Different emotes.
different emotes. This is the kiss kiss emote. It's the first time I read these names, so it's gonna be funny. Lose your temper.
That was a major
Oh,
temper loss.
yeah.
Yeah.
She ain't happy. Quiet.
别乱动，嘘，别乱动。
Yeah, that's still in Chinese. So voiceovers, as a disclaimer, voiceovers are not yet implemented in English. They will be implemented for all that is Chinese currently.
Somewhat ironic to me that the quiet emote makes the most sound so
Right?
far.
Or maybe we didn't hear the others, let's see. No.
No, there's no voice
That's
line.
so yeah. Okay. So yeah,
That's
you can have
actually-
emotes.
Every
actually-
class has a different greeting though, don't they?
That's a creepy laughter.
That is.
No.
Just imitate. Do we make an
she's
ugly
forcing.
character today as well? Or
No.
just pretty ones? Okay, just
Can't
pretty
do
ones.
ugly characters.
Right.
All right.
There's
Anyway,
no-
so you have the basic face shape to move into. Okay. That's better.
Galera, vocês têm que
Yeah,
entender uma
to,
coisa.
face
Eu
shape,
tô
you
ligado
can
que tem uma
change,
galera que tá reclamando do preço, porque realmente R$200
so to speak.
não é um valor
Then you have various,
fácil
tone
para muitas
colors,
pessoas
skin
conseguir.
colors,
Óbvio
skin
que não
tones,
é, né?
You got there on the third
Só que
try.
você tem que entender uma coisa.
like from
O jogo,
bright as the sun
o Swords of Legends,
to,
ele tá
various
se
other
prometendo e ele não tá fazendo essa promessa de uma forma vazia. Na China, em seu jogo base, da onde ele vem, ele é assim, entendeu? Não é como um MMORPG coreano free to play que é pay to win na Coreia e se promete não ser pay to win na América do Norte ou na sua versão ocidental, tá? É um jogo que não é pay to win na sua versão base chinesa e tá tentando vir como não pay to win também na sua versão
Game, yeah.
ocidental, tá? Então não existe bait aqui, tá? Não é que nem um Elion da vida ou um BDO da vida que precisa vender o jogo base barato, barato, 50, 15 reais, 20 reais, 50 reais, para poder capturar o jogador e depois oferecer rios de itens de conveniência, entendeu? Para que aquele jogador ganhe. Ou então é aquele tipo de jogo que você, durante todo o seu tempo de leveling, todo o seu tempo de que você tá curtindo o jogo, que você tá indo, é tudo maravilhoso, tranquilo, tal, só que quando você chega no endgame, você começa a ver que o jogo te dá problemas que serão resolvidos com itens cash, entendeu? Tipo, eu não tenho uma bag muito grande, os monstros aqui do endgame começaram a dropar muitos itens, ou eu não tenho peso, ou os meus itens estão quebrando e eu estou na puta que pariu longe de uma cidade. Opa, tem esse item cash, a barraquinha, entendeu? Não tem o famoso catch, entendeu? Tipo, você jogar o jogo base todinho até daquele intervalo do leveling até o endgame, tudo tranquilaço. Só que quando você chega no final que você tá super empolgado, que você vai querer farmar, o jogo vai dizer assim, ó, essas dificuldades aqui que eu coloquei pra tu, eu coloquei justamente porque eu tenho uma solução aqui. Entendeu? E ele apresenta os itens cash pra você. Que na soma de tudo vai dar muito mais de R$200. Entendeu? Swords of Legends, ele não tem isso, tá? Você vai pagar os R$200 e você vai estar pagando pelo jogo completo. Sem nenhum tipo de item de conveniência. Não tem slot de personagem, não tem slot de bag, não tem slot de banco, não tem peso, não tem barraca, não tem nenhum tipo de item que custa dinheiro real que vai exigir que você compre para você ter uma progressão melhor no seu gameplay depois de certo ponto do jogo. Entendeu? Então não faz sentido um jogo que se vende com essa abordagem se vender a 50, 100 reais. Ou seja, um produto de 15, 20 dólares. Ele tem que se vender como um jogo full price. 50 a 60 dólares. É lógica, entendeu? Agora, claro, tem muito jogador de MMO que é gato escaldado. O que acontece? Desculpa. Que por causa das promessas coreanas de free-to-play pay-to-win coreano de merda, que chegou aqui com a promessa de ser buy-to-play sem pay-to-win, foi enrolado, foi enganado e agora está com medo de apostar. Isso eu entendo, entendeu? Se você não quiser comprar o jogo, se você quiser esperar 3, 4 meses para ver se realmente vai ser o que prometeram, espere, entendeu? Porque tem muita gente que vai tentar, assim, confiar na parada. Porque é diferente. Isso aqui não é uma Astélia, não é um Helion, não é um BDO. Não é um jogo que na sua base coreana, na sua base oriental, é pay to win. E a empresa que tá lançando no Ocidente tá metendo louco dizendo que não é. Entendeu? Não é assim. Entendeu? A gente nunca teve um lançamento ocidental de um jogo oriental que é pago por... que é pago, que é pay to play, entendeu? A gente nunca teve. A gente sempre teve exemplos de monetização como Final Fantasy XIV e o World of Warcraft que não são pay to wins porque eles são pay to play. Mas a gente nunca teve um pay to play oriental que veio parar aqui, entendeu? É a primeira vez que isso acontece. Você tem que pensar nisso também. Se você não tem condições de pagar duzentão agora, não pague, entendeu? Se você tem e quer confiar, pague. Se você tem e não quer confiar, não pague, entendeu? Dizer que o jogo não vale R$200 pelo que ele promete e pelo que ele... não é questão que ele promete, é que ele tá mostrando, entendeu? Cara, isso aí é não ter um mínimo de noção, cara, entendeu? Mínimo de noção.
Body type again, avatar, voices.
É um MMORPG que você compra ele e você recebe tudo que você tem direito sem nenhum tipo de item adicional, cara.
Just to show that you can also use very short names, right?
Óbvio que ele vale R$200. Cara, se existisse um bundlezinho, uma versão lá, compre Black Desert Online por R$200. Esse pacote de R$200 do BDO vem 20 empregadas, barraca, caixa de cosmo pro seu personagem, porra, e os outros itens lá? Como é que é? Os outros itens, meu Deus. Flauta de cavalo permanente. E todos os slots de personagens abertos. Peso máximo. Inventário máximo pro seu personagem. Por duzentão, né? Os 5, 4 PT4 lá full, tá ligado? Porra! BDA seria uma mãe.
Agora tem armazém de família, tem armazém das cidades e várias outras coisas. Slot no estábulo.
Né? Imagina. BDO vendeu um pacote duzentão sem pay to win.
Aí ia falir.
Ah, sim, e value pack eterno também, né? Quer dizer,
Não é
value
value pack, não.
Não é nem value pack, é value pack, Cama Silvia, como é que é o nome do outro lá?
O combate.
O livro de combate, o livro de vida e pergaminho e uma lojinha lá que
Obtenção.
vende a um silver a obtenção pra você, tá ligado? Por duzentão, meu amigo, o BDO nunca ia vender tanto pacote na vida dele.
Verdade. Ah, e traje do deserto, viu? Pra não pegar debuff.
In its class zone, so we are within the Bard class zone here. You can jump up somewhere and see if I can get up here.
Aí, o cara tá rodando.
Well, halfway there.
Hide players. Hide teammates. Hide enemies.
On our Bard, so
Block
Bard can be rated
pop-ups.
yet, which is the current role I'm in, which is called Dissonance. And it can also be a healer, which is called Harmony as a role.
Maybe we should quickly explain this role system, these specializations, because we just mentioned the Bard has 2 different roles he can play. That's the same for all the classes. All the classes have 2 different specializations, which you can switch between freely at any point, except for in combat.
Correct.
You cannot suddenly in combat be another thing.
Ei,
But yeah, you have
sai daí
these
mexendo
two
no gato não.
kind of different roles you can fulfill on most classes. So one could be a damage dealer, maybe for solo play, and then for group content switch around and suddenly be a tank.
Correct. Well,
E galera, pra quem tá interessado no jogo, eu não aconselho comprar o jogo agora não, tá? Eu aconselho vocês esperarem o close de beta acontecer, pegar uma chave do close de beta, logar no jogo, testar o jogo, ver se roda no seu PC direitinho, ver se você realmente gosta, e depois disso você vai lá e compra, tá? Se você comprar o jogo antes de pelo menos sem nem ter testado o CBT antes, cara, aí você vai estar colocando muito sua conta em risco, tá? Meu conselho, compra só depois que testar o CBT. Legacy, eu vou inteirar o meu pacote por de 500, sim.
You are going to have a lot of far and so nodes to attack with. Maybe can I show this to you? I guess we'll show this.
We'll just leak all the things.
Most of the text should be fine already at this stage.
If you still find some mistakes, then
like
it's a work in progress.
The English wording.
Look, I think you're being visited in game right now.
Entre junho e setembro, Galo, mas eu acho que vai ser lançado no final de julho.
Yeah, basically your class resource for everybody that might not play on an English version right now, and nobody can play.
According to rumors, there are some people out there.
Rafael Silveira. Cara, se eu ganhasse pra fazer propaganda de jogos, cara, no meu canal, eu era uma pessoa tão feliz.
We won't go too deep into it now. No. That would probably take us longer than we want to go today.
One of the uniqueness of the Bard class is that they can put summon an Oven of Life, which basically is a buff for your whole group. You can use it, invincibility pills.
O Justice Online, né? Eu tava conversando com os chineses ultimamente e parece que o Justice Online ele não tá muito popular na China não, porque ele tá pay to win pra caralho. Aí, é isso que vocês gostam? Cristiano, o jogo exige muita atividade em grupo e nós... O jogo exige bastante atividade em grupo sim, Cristiano. Não é BDO não, cara. Se quiser jogar um MMORPG solo, é melhor você ir pro BDO. Aqui você vai precisar de grupo. Guilda. Agora, claro, tem várias atividades que você pode fazer sozinho tranquilamente. Mas tem algumas outras atividades que você vai precisar fazer em grupo, mesmo em mundo aberto.
These are your damaging skills. You have some control, like CC skills. You have various skills to
Sander, e nós pra ganhar dinheiro. Né? Deve ser por isso que eu nunca consegui ganhar dinheiro com essas coisas, né, Sander?
we have some dodge skills, but maybe also anti-CC.
Tá porra,
I
peraí.
don't know all the skills by heart. You have your dodge, which every class has.
Maybe you can just quickly show them how you switch specializations.
Yeah, we'll go for that in a... So that's just how the
Tá diferente.
our region. And then you have a button here to change your role, but you can also, or your mouse key, I guess. But you can also drag it into your skill bar, so you can just click it. It channels for 10 seconds, and you will be on your healer.
Interessante, tá diferente.
Dissonance right now on the top left, and afterwards we will be in
A
harmony.
interface de skills tá bem diferente.
Stance,
Bem diferente.
mastery
Bem
for this
diferente.
class. And then you have like different other skills. Some skills are shared, like the Oven of Life or the Quick Change. So various skills are shared, but the others are like healing related, where you can just I mean, I can use random skills, but it doesn't mean anything without a target. Yeah, so that's just very, very roughly.
Pois é, Wagner, que o pessoal gosta.
As Ainda mentioned, we will not be going into the details for the classes specifically.
At least not today.
Yeah,
We might do that at a later point if there's demand for it.
I can do some action.
Sure.
I attack a bit of a dummy, and then
We'll switch over to the next one. I mean, we're already 1 hour in.
yeah, but it's fine.
Eu quero muito entrar nesse alpha, velho, porque eu quero ver essas traduções.
Let's have a bit of, let's charge up our far nodes. Oh, that was the wrong one. So as you can see,
If
I'm
in
charging up.
question, nobody knows how to do
Now
it.
some
so
will, but so with
just-
your left and right click, you are basically charging up the nodes. And if you have like 3 charged nodes, your E skill will do like big damage. But it can do even bigger damage if you also use this before that. It gives you all of your nodes, and once this is off cooldown, I will go do the biggest damage.
That
Let's see.
already seems like you're knowing what you're doing. I feel like
Yeah, I leveled this to max actually.
I feel very
so
confident in what you're saying.
The bard I had
somewhat
to,
proficient on.
yeah, I had to level through it, and we'll have some electricity effects as well now with the buff. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail.
Sure.
It's just to show a couple of skills. You can encase yourself into ice to save yourself.
The typical paladin
Nossa,
buff.
essa,
It's basically like, oh,
essa
damn,
skillzinha
I
de
got a
virar
lot of
gelo no
damage and I'm almost
PVP.
dying, so you're
Essa miséria.
get damage
Você tá
and
num
you heal yourself,
3x3. Só tem um bardo. O bardo é o último sobrevivente do time inimigo. Ele usa essa porra dessa prisão de gelo umas 5 vezes com cu de HP. Você olha assim pra cara dele. É só pra ser chato. Entendeu? Que ele faz isso.
Yeah, that seems like the logical conclusion.
And but you have like a 5-minute cooldown on that, so you cannot. Well, at some point you will die, obviously.
Naturally.
So I think that's it for the bard of what we can show right here, right now. Can you show a special ability of your Ding Dong Happy End? No idea what they mean. They probably mean the extreme yin and yang skill, which is basically your boss finisher move, if you want to call it. So this is going too deep. Like, bosses have a shield, and if you remove the shield through attacking, every class can use their extreme skill, which is for the bard the extreme yin and yang. We cannot show it right now since the bosses or the test dummies don't have the golden body that we can easily show right now. Okay, so I believe that's it for the bard. Oh,
not everything, of course, but as much as we want to look into
what we'll show today.
Yeah.
And the costume you can see here is a costume you get by reaching max level on the bard. So every class has a different class-specific high-level costume that everybody gets upon reaching max level.
Deve estar uns 80% traduzido. O problema de traduzir esses jogos é mais as quests mesmo, velho. As quests, os NPCs, tudo que eles falam, tá ligado? Interfacezinha, skill, essas coisas aí é bronca safada. O problema é os 500 linhas de texto que tem nas quests.
But the translations are ongoing.
Because I just saw the question, you can switch your specs anywhere in the world, not just in this class zone. You can do it wherever you want, as long as you are out of combat and have those 10 seconds to trigger it.
I mean, you can be in a dungeon with a group in between bosses or monster groups, and you say, hey, for the boss I needed heal, but for the trash in between I can switch to damage to help our group clear faster. That's 100% possible. The only thing I'm not 100%
Minha filha,
sure
pelo amor de
is
Deus,
you can,
tá me
like,
dando essas
basically
pipocas
battle
por quê?
rounds. I haven't tested this, so I cannot confirm this right now.
Yes, you can switch specs without paying for it too. It's just one
it's-
click of a button.
Vou trollar no chat.
It's a skill here. I click, it changes. There's no cost associated. There's no cooldown. You just need to be out of combat.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted graphic. Did we go on max? Oh no, we
Não,
didn't.
pelo amor de Deus.
Somebody asked for FPS as well. I'm not sure if they show up anywhere.
FPS are sneakily hidden.
Are we hiding something?
I don't know.
Let's show
We're at
them.
64 FPS. There you go.
Okay.
So I think we kept it at 60. Let me check. Yeah, we kept FPS at 60.
Sure.
Because the stream will also be in 60 FPS.
Yeah. It's just some people in chat are worried that we're hiding terrible,
No, I mean,
terrible secrets from them.
we can add them, no worries. I think this is not even. This is like a. This isn't. I don't know what this PC has as a configuration actually. It's not a 30 series. It's not a 30 series, that's for sure. Because nobody can get 30 series, right? All right, so that's it for the Bard for real now.
Yeah.
And let's
What
move
are we
on
watching next?
We are moving on to the Summoner.
Eles vão explicar. Mostra cada classe, velho. Não. Matheus Maia, não existe classe desbalanceada não, cara. Existem classes que tem mais recursos para certas coisas, entendeu? Uma classe que você pode... Porque, tipo assim, velho, tem classes que são boas no X1, tem classes que são boas em determinados momentos, entendeu? Toda classe é boa em alguma coisa. We now.
All right, and we are back already.
And you are standing in a bush.
Yeah. So now we are on the Summoner, and in the Summoner zone, I can also just hide
The map.
the UI stuff, so you are not being you are getting the full experience. So we have the Summoner map here, very peaceful, very tranquil.
As melhores classes de X1, cara. Se você quiser dano, Spear Master Melee. Se você quiser dano bom e controle de grupo bom para X1, dizem que o Spear Master também é muito bom. Mas é aquela parada. Tô jogando de Spellblade. Melee. Eu tenho muito dano. Você tem muito dano. Tá. Mas se o cara da katana te congelar, boostar, te congelar de novo e boostar de novo, tu vai a merda, entendeu?
We also had a Dragon Shadow Horse, so
yeah,
we're not gonna fight with it.
The Summoner has a mount as a unique that you can ride on, basically, obviously. But outside of that, the Summoner can be DPS in the Nature's Wrath mastery / role, as well as support heal in the Nuva's blessing. Yeah, Nuva's blessing. I always like it's Nuva in German, but Nuva in English something. So yeah, Nuva's blessing spec. The summoner has a lot of pet-based skills for attacking specifically, but also during the healing spec. Let's have a quick the test dummies are back here, I believe.
Existem skills que você sai de qualquer CC e ganha vulnerabilidade e ACC durante X tempo, tá ligado? Você tem que... O PVP desse jogo não é igual ao PVP do
A
BDO.
queira não vai
Não tem
estar
RNG,
disponível no
tem gasto
lançamento.
de recurso. Por exemplo, se eu tô jogando contra um Spearmaster e o Spearmaster me stunou e eu vejo que ele vai começar a boostar, eu uso a minha skill de sair de CC e ganhar 5 segundos de vulnerabilidade para fazer com que ele gaste o burst e o CC dele no ar, que CC aqui tem cooldown longo, entendeu? E eu tenho que tentar enganar o cara, tipo assim, eu congelei ele e eu meio que espero ele utilizar essa skill para não gastar o burst, entendeu? Tem muita parada de predict nesse jogo, tipo assim, por exemplo, a Fox Girl lá, que é a menina da raposa, ela tem duas skills que fazem com que ela basicamente duas skills com cooldown muito grande, em que ela simplesmente ignora completamente o dano que você dá nela, entendeu? Então, tipo assim, quando você for fazer PVP contra uma Fox Girl, você tem que forçar ela a usar essas skills no medo, entendeu? Sem gastar o burst. Porque a partir do momento que você viu que ela gastou essas duas skills, só meteu CC e GG, tá ligado? Então tem muito predict nesse jogo.
Our main emote right now on Discord.
It's a cute fox.
We had a large debate over this yesterday. Celes says it's a rabbit. I say it's not a rabbit, but I'm not sure what it is either. Let's just call it a magical light creature.
It's Mingxi. It's a spirit animal.
It's a spirit animal.
All right, so which basically goes attack the pole as well in a close combat, but it's so the how do I explain the spirit animals you saw in the previous Astral Blessing spec are temporary, while Mingxi is a more of a permanent summon which will stay up until you unsummon it, basically. Then you can also modify. Can I get it to stop? Probably not. How do I get rid of it? There, sends out. Go away.
No início do NA não, Rafael.
You can also turn Mingxi into a ranged summon.
Pra close de beta vai ter bastante símbolo.
The glyphs turns it into a ranged summon, I believe.
We have people in chat saying it's a kitsune. I don't think it is, because it doesn't have 9 tails, it just has 6 ears.
Was it this one?
But I'm not sure. Like,
Yeah,
maybe there's people with more...
Aí sim, rapaz.
Ah, no, here, it's
Can
this
tell
one.
me more about that.
Now, with this,
Runas
you turn
traduzidas.
Mingxi into a ranged pet, and you see the color changed, so now it's a red being. Let's see.
It's an Iotsune. Yes. Yes, it is.
So yeah, the summoner is like all around how do you work with your pets, your spirit animals that you summon to attack next to the skills you yourself obviously have, which can also deal quite a bit of damage. Now, the second spec, I need to be out of combat. Give me a second. Why are you always looking so critical?
That's... I don't know. They just catch me at my worst angles.
Nice. Now let's see if I can get out of combat to switch. Ah, there we go. Now let's switch over to the healing spec, Nuva's Blessing.
You nailed that.
Thanks. I had to think extra hard.
Good job.
Alright, so Nuva's Blessing.
Mas Guild House eu não sei, Miguel.
You can summon a healing fairy called, what is it? Molu?
We should just stop trying to pronounce
No,
names.
we should never stop. It's too much fun. So you have like a fairy that you can summon, which will heal you and your allies in like group combat, for example. But you obviously also have your own healing skills that you can use to perform. Like,
Essa classe tá muito chupada do Summoner do Final Fantasy XIV. Essa Summoner. Na espécie de ataque, ela tem um carbuncle e na de healer ela tem uma fada que cura.
So yeah, you have various healing effects. I'm not gonna go over them right now because A, we don't have the time for that.
And we don't have anybody to heal either, do we?
Right.
But this again for the guide makers out there.
Oh, but on Bard, I didn't actually show the healing spec. So on Summon, I will show only the healing spec.
Okay.
So they have partial information.
Go for it.
You didn't sound convinced, but okay.
I'm just here to tell you what chat says. That's my only task.
Oof.
I'm not even the raffle dude yet. That only comes in 3 streams.
So sad. Not even the raffle dude. Alright, so that's it basically for the summoner. I mean, again, also the fairy on the healing spec, you can customize it a bit. You can buff it sometimes to do more healing, etc. Through your skills. Now, the last character on this account is our Reaper, which we can switch towards.
Aí, rapaz. O Reaper. Matheus, Final Fantasy XIV dá pra começar tranquilaço, cara. E o Final Fantasy XIV não tem grind, não. É mais dungeon, raid e tal. Se você quiser tryhardar, você tryhard. Se você quiser ir mais casual, você vai casual. A Reaper no PVP é bom? Cara, eu vejo muito mais a galera jogar de suporte com Reaper. Não vejo muito DPS, não.
What are they doing though? Yeah,
We're back again.
Yeah.
We just use these trailer periods to look at the horrible cutouts of our faces. If you were
of
wondering.
yours.
Of my face mostly, yeah. For some reason.
There's a lot of memes of ainda on Discord. So if you're not on Discord yet, you should join.
So you too can cut out my face and do horrible things with it.
It's good.
It's good. The Reaper.
Let's move into the game, right? So we have as next class our Reaper, which is the last class that has damage and heal. Basically, the Reaper is more of a melee DPS class. Mostly, you have some range. Like this one has like medium range, I would call it. But otherwise, you're relatively melee bound. And you have everything to do with like dots and damage type abilities. You can be invisible to a certain degree, where you are a bit stronger. This is the invisible. So it's harder for enemies to see you. The special skill on the Reaper, so as we said for Summoner, you have like
Guilherme, essa live aqui é a live da encheção de saco para manter o hype.
At no cost, basically, so that, well, outside you need to be outside of combat, and then teleport to any waypoint that you activated. So it means you are very flexible in like movement.
To answer one thing I saw in chat quickly, because someone was confused by the text overlay saying occultist. The occultist is one of the 2 specializations of the Reaper. As you can see here, we have the assassin and the occultist. There's always the class name itself and then the 2 things you can do. Yeah. So in the trailers that we're showing gameplay from both of the specializations, and at the bottom left it specifies which you're currently seeing there.
Exactly. So the
Gladiou usado em todos, cara.
Spec, and the occultist being the healing spec. Less talk, more pushing buttons. I mean,
bro, push buttons.
I mean, we can push a couple of buttons, I guess. Pew pew pew, and do some random skill effects everywhere. I haven't played a Reaper on max level yet, so I'm gonna.
I actually did.
But I know you charge up your energy with right click, for example, like the dots you have.
Yeah.
Then you spend them with like this big damage, and then we cannot show this on a test dummy because it doesn't work there. But like you build up potential damage by the damage you do, and then you have an additional skill to as you can see,
to kind of execute and take all that build-up damage
all
away
the build-up
at once.
damage, you let it explode. So that's one of the class specificities. Now, can we get out of combat so I can switch to heal? Some point. There we go. Now we switch from assassin to occultist, which is the healing spec. Just give it a couple of seconds.
Because I just saw a question there. Do the classes start in different zones? No. They start in the same zone, but these places that we're showing here are the class zones. Your class has a specific zone that it calls its home.
Yeah.
And where you will go a couple times during leveling, during the story.
Yeah, so you have like the same basic start of the game, which will be explained through like the initial videos that we don't want to spoil today. So there's no story or like background spoilers. But there's a reason why everybody starts kind of in the same region. And then while you have the same main quest, it branches off into class-specific quests from time to time in like this specific class zone, where you have different mini games, for example, that each class has to play. The Reaper has like a you summon creatures and attack the creatures of the opponent type minigame. The Summoner has like a press the up, down, left, right button corresponding to the prompts on the screen. So it's basically like a music rhythm type minigame. The Bard has a four colors of the same. No, four balls of the same color need to be in a straight line to win the minigame, etc. So you will branch off into class-specific activities from time to time, while starting area as well as the...
Nerdiano, a diferença entre uma dungeon e uma raid é que uma raid é uma dungeon maior.
That we have. Right, I wasn't trying to show the healing stance. I mean, well, it again.
Occultist, yes.
For the occultist, so you can play.
Basicamente, uma raid é uma junção de grupos. Você tem um grupo que... o grupo do jogo, ele é no máximo 5 pessoas. Então, uma raid seria a junção dos grupos, entendeu? Você teria um grupo de 15, 20, 10 pessoas. Já é uma raid, né? Raid geralmente são conteúdos distanciados como dungeons, só que oferecem um nível de dificuldade um pouco maior, entendeu?
So you kind of help him that way. You can also become invisible in this spec. Pressed another button, so it's interrupted it. So basically in the healing spec you can become invisible, but once you use a skill you are visible again. So it's not as strong as in the assassin role, so the attack role.
It's not what it's supposed to do.
Correct.
If you have a brief second for me to really interrupt you. We got a couple questions in chat about the bit rate being a bit slow, and the tech guys from backstage have asked us to tell you that we're currently trying to stream on 3 platforms. It's a bit experimental. We're mainly advertising this on Twitch, but we're also trying to be live on YouTube and Steam at the same time, so they're trying to figure out the bitrate as we go along. It might be a bit wonky at times because they're finding a sweet spot, but don't let that concern you. We're doing that as we speak.
It's on track.
It's on track. Wonderful.
Basically.
Okay, you may continue. I'm sorry.
That's perfectly fine. It's important information.
Vamos enrolar mais pouquinho.
Do you need
Pegar uma virose aí, random, tá ligado?
That's a great question, because yes. Do you need different armor sets? You can wear your attack armor set on your healing character, but then your healing character will be relatively weak compared to if you had the correct gear. But it will work as a... And you can put it on. It's not recommended. And yeah, I mean, we'll go over the whole UI thing in a later stream, so I'm not going to details there. But yes, it exists.
Basicamente ele acabou de responder uma pergunta de tipo assim: eu tô de Reaper, tem uma gear pra eu curar e tem uma gear pra eu dar DPS, ou seja, tem um set do level X que tem um foco maior em status de cura, e tem outro set do mesmo level que tem status de DPS. Tem esses dois. Então se você for investir na sua classe, você não vai conseguir investir na sua classe para ser DPS e, por exemplo, Spearmaster. Spearmaster pode ser DPS e tanque. Eu quero ser DPS, mas de vez em quando eu posso tancar. Você não vai tancar tão bem porque você não vai ter investido numa guia com os status corretos para tanque.
We are gonna show two classes still that are
Yeah.
much more suited to
The
fulfill
next
tank
classes
roles.
will be tanky and DPS only, depending. Well, have tanks or be DPS. But before we do that, I need our tech guys to go into only streamers without in-game, because we need to change accounts.
Oh no.
Right, so I don't wanna...
They're getting zoomed in vision on us.
Yes, we have zoomed in vision, so stay with us for like a minute while we change accounts to... Since we only have 5 slots, we also need to change accounts. Oh no.
What's
I have
wrong?
the logins on my phone. And
your phone is in the other room?
And the tech guy stole my phone.
So we'll just entertain them for 2 minutes while you run off and get your phone, right?
Maybe the tech guys can give me my phone.
Yeah, I think your phone is being brought to us as we speak. In the meantime,
thank you very much.
I'll just answer the first question I see in chat. What's in there?
Go ahead.
Wait, what was that? Will beta progress? No, it scrolled up. I think it was if beta progress will be wiped. Yes, it will be. Everything after the beta is done. The tech guy just made us laugh.
He's very happy to have had to bring in my phone.
Yeah, I think so. What date is closed beta? We haven't announced yet, but we have given some rough roadmap at the start. You can watch the playback if you missed it and get a rough idea. We won't be sharing.
O host do NA, Surlan, vai ser na costa leste. Então espera-se ping de até 130.
It will run for 2 weeks, so that should already give you a rough idea of like not within the next 3 weeks is for sure, because there will be alpha. So that's...
Do we get a look at the shop? We already looked at the shop very extensively earlier. Probably like 20-30 minutes just shop.
Yeah.
So feel free to go back there and look at us crunching numbers.
Yeah. So I mean,
I believe we can jump
acredito que você pode pegar ou você por exemplo, Rayari, você no Taiwan você tá fazendo as dungeons que dropa o set do 330. Você pega o set 330 DPS e depois você pega o set 330 de tanque, cara. Tá ligado? Porque o loot, ele é individual, tá? Não tem diferente. Quando você vai em uma raid, aqui uma coisa muito positiva que eu achei. Quando você vai em uma raid, você tem itens que vão para o APT, ou seja, para PT disputar, entendeu? No need. E tem itens que são individuais, que é seu. E uma guia é sua, entendeu? Você não vai disputar com ninguém. Você ganha a guia, é sua. Entendeu? Então você tem sempre certeza absoluta de que você vai pegar uma guia para sua classe toda vez que você vai na raid ou na DG. Então você simplesmente pode pegar a de tanque, ou a de DPS, ou a de healer, ou a de DPS. Entendeu?
DPS, melee DPS, or tank. So the general, it's called general. Melee DPS.
Não, eu acho que 130 sem redutor. Com o redutor acho que vai pra 100.
Look around a little bit because we're in the
sky,
very pretty
but we
class
have
zone of the Spearmasters here. We have a mean spell sword stream sniper right
we
here.
are being stream sniped right now, but it's fine. Let's have a look around.
Oh wow! I'm sorry, I just got distracted by Discord.
Wow, holy!
I need to save that.
Yeah, that's some video editing.
I'm on the wrong PC to save that. I really want that.
That is some serious.
I'm blushing.
Editing.
Savanark, já tem as classes que vão vir no NA logo no início, já disseram quais são já, cara. Tá no site.
Spearmaster.
That's right.
And it's a melee attack class with a spear, right? No, I'm not. Don't have any special combinations ready. Maybe here somebody was stream sniping and he always plays Spearmaster, so maybe he can come downstairs. Darky, if you are listening, come downstairs. You showed your name on cam, so
We know who you are.
You
We're
can't
coming
get
for
away.
you.
Where is he going? Because if he's here, he can just show. Maybe he left. No, there he is. There
No,
he is.
there
Come
he
here.
is,
Yeah. Are you on? Yes, you're on Spearmaster. Okay, let's just you just show the skills on me. Let's do a duel, and you show skills on me. I don't do
We're
anything.
showing exclusive PvP content already?
Exclusive PvP content.
Is that allowed?
I mean, we are showing classes, right?
Yes.
So just use your skills and try to also knock me up, because that's one of the things the Spearmaster does. He can knock up, like throw in the air.
Sim, o Spearmaster tem bastante
Go
CC.
attack.
You heard what he
Why
said.
doesn't he? Okay. There he goes. Okay. So you can knock people back. You can stun people. You can also hit people in the air, but I'm not sure if that actually works in PvP.
No, I think it should.
We'll see. He does a lot of flashy effects, so that's good.
And you're not even giving him the time of day and fighting back.
No, this is just for to show like the various skill effects of the Spearmaster, right?
Yeah.
So you can just watch what he does. He goes all out. Darky's so weak, they say. Well, maybe I just have too high gear. Well, we both don't have PvP gear probably, so we are all in PvE gear. So there's like no... You're obviously weak in duels, right?
But he's also... is he on the... Yeah, okay, he is on the general spec. For a second I was wondering because he didn't do the fat attack.
Yeah, no, he's definitely on the damage spec.
Yeah. I did level that one to max actually as well.
I did like ages ago, so I know nothing.
Yeah,
anymore.
it was my first character.
Wait, there we go, round and round.
Oh look, he finally knocked you up.
Yeah.
What a way to end it.
After today's duel, it has become clear to me that there are still many training partners who are stronger than me. I have more training to do.
And you even have a wholesome self-reflect message in there.
There you go. Alright, so that's just very brief, impromptu gameplay for the Spearmaster from somebody that
Yours
leveled it
truly, Darky.
a couple of times. The class special skill is summoning this cute little...
Automaton.
Yes, Heaven's Fortune. It's his name. And basically it's a merchant where you can sell stuff that you don't need or repair your gear. Because during the combat, during dungeons for example, if you use your gear, if you die, your gear can, I don't like to say degrade, but it can get used, so you need to repair it. It will not break, and it costs like nothing, but the Spearmaster can basically summon Heaven's Fortune so that the group has a in-dungeon
Repair station.
Repair station, basically, yes. And yes, your party can use it, for sure. Just like the Bard's Oven of Life, that can give a 6% HP buff for everybody. The Spearmaster's Heaven's Fortune can basically let everybody repair their gear. So yeah, that's just for class specifics. And obviously we also have the tank, our first tank spec, the Phalanx.
Meu Deus do céu, eles vão querer mostrar todas as classes mesmo. Então é por isso que eles estavam querendo demorar 2 horas, velho.
But this is now the tank spec. This is so dark here. Some of the skills.
Tem uns 2 anos, olha.
Chains that you can throw out and draw in your enemies. You have taunt skills or aggro skills. You have various defensive buffs for yourself and or the party. I mean, I'm just going over very basic tank stuff,
Of
but
course, yeah.
the Spearmaster does have these. You have like a shield that people that are standing behind you get less damage for the duration that you keep this up. You also saw this in the trailer and stuff like that. Yeah. Do you want to show the class resource for it? I actually never read through this one. But well, the English version has been
yeah,
work
it
in
hasn't
progress.
been out as long as I have played it, I think.
Oof.
That's why I haven't read
Yeah.
through it either.
But yeah.
Back when I leveled my Spearmaster, it was all still Chinese, and I just guessed what it meant.
Same. So I'm not that knowledgeable about it.
Well, doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think, are there any other comments?
We don't
mean-
have specific questions about the Spearmaster right now, no.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot. It's like
There are a couple questions that have been asked a lot of times that it might seem like we're ignoring them. That's because we want to try to stay mostly on topic today. We do have a dedicated stream to kind of
yeah.
handle all questions that you might have
Maybe yeah, we should plug
coming up
into
rather
that.
soon.
So, because like this stream is really for the topics that we announced,
Yeah.
while the next stream is for like everything around Q&A. So there will be, I think, a channel on Discord that will open
Yeah, we'll make one
where you can
later
spam
this
your
week.
questions in.
Not spam, but yeah, we'll put slow mode on there.
You cannot spam.
But yeah,
your
we'll gather questions and then we'll sort through all of those on the next stream. Just because I've seen a couple on you on Twitch chat ask the same question for the last 10 minutes. Don't worry, I saw the question. It's just that we're saving those for next week.
Correct. All right, so let's move into what do we have? The Berserker.
I guess.
Oh, mas se pode esse negócio. Levi, ele roda no engine própria, mas vai ser mudado para Unreal 4 na China esse ano.
All right.
It's the doggo class.
It's the wolf. It's a wolf.
The doggo class.
So yeah, we are on our Berserker now. The Berserker has, again, a DPS, melee DPS, or a tank stance. I'm on the wrong page, actually. There you go. Hashtag maximum prepared.
There is actually, we have a dog in the background. Look at that.
Oh, cute.
It's almost as if we tried to do
It's
this.
a wolf. So yeah, it goes between the Berserker is the class name, Slayer is the DPS mastery name, and Drunken Master is the tank mastery name. Now, as you see the wolf behind us right now, you can basically transform into a wolf as a Berserker.
Wolf?
And invite another player to ride
on your
with
back.
you, or on you, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can invite another player.
você
to
pode virar o
ride on your
lobinho e
back
deixar que as
and just
pessoas montem em
steer
você.
them wherever you want to. So that's pretty cool. I actually love that as a feature.
I feel like they will just jump off cliffs, but
No, I think the Berserker has to invite you. You can't invite. Zerky, can you invite me just to show it? I think you have to invite me. I can't request it if I.
you can't request to ride him.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't want. There you go.
There he is.
Invites you to travel with them. Oh, it's even very gender neutral. That's nice. So yeah, as you can see, the wolf can invite you, and then you are on the wolf's back to ride around. You can even triple jump. I never tried this. It's something.
There we are.
It's a jumping wolf. And wait, we have two skills. What does it do? Wolf
Eu vou
run
jogar de
3
berserk até a
skills.
classe
That's
samurai
cool.
sair, Rayara.
You can buff your wolf. That's cool. And you have put me down as a skill that just
When you
makes
don't want to jump off a cliff.
Yeah, I'm off. Bye. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So
Let's
yeah,
look into the specs.
for the class itself, it has a huge sword, and it does a lot of sword/windy attacks. You can dash towards enemies. You have kind of like a very quick dashy type skill. You're very, I mean, you're the damage dealing class. You have a lot of these phantoms that accompany your attacks. I believe you can even let them attack the same
Yeah, you
target.
can detonate them.
I can't find the skill right now. You can block, kinda. No, I don't have my ghosts anymore. Was it that? Yes, it was. So I have one, I think. Where's detonate? Yeah, I can't find the detonate skill, unfortunately. But yeah, you have like various skills that summon phantoms, and then you can let them detonate as well on the DPS spec. As for the tank spec, let's move over.
And just awkwardly wait around for 5 seconds.
That's fine, right?
Yeah, let's see what chat says.
Oh, it was my E skill. Yeah, see, it's all the skills except the one I pressed.
The first comment I see is a comment about somebody up. I'm maybe I'm proud. I'm a little disappointed.
That's kind of like different messages you're sending out there.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah, so for our tank spec, it's the Drunken Master that I mean, it's the tank, but it's a bit different to the Spear Master, obviously.
Hobby HD. Não tem nenhuma classe que seja full tanque não, cara.
Like
Você
this
pode
to
ser tanque ou
create
DPS.
aggro. So everybody targeted in the circle will be caught by you. You have phantoms that you can point out that can take over, I believe, tanking your... don't quote me on that. I didn't tank with this class yet. But you can summon phantoms to help you out. And you can ride on your sword for a short duration while drinking something. Where you can also stagger through enemies.
Isso, Enzo. Quem comprou não vai precisar de key pra CBT não, já vai ter acesso já.
Couple of quick notes about the Berserker, which is a Spear Master or Berserker tank. I mean, honestly, play what you feel like you would enjoy most.
They are good in different aspects. I find it hard to compare them.
I would find it hard. I would be hard pressed to recommend either or the other. So yeah, they have their advantages and disadvantages both.
If in doubt, you will find someone on Discord who already calculated all the numbers and will tell you why you should play only one and exclusively that one.
Yeah, but don't. That would be sad. Oh yeah, and I mean their class zone, as you can see, it's in the treetops. Very peaceful, kind of laid back, with a lot of...
That's what the Drunken Master brings with it.
Drinking... I mean, they're probably filled with water, right? Right?
Water.
Right?
Apple juice.
Apple juice, there you go. So that, yeah, you have their class zone here. I think their minigame is you have to dodge a lot of bubbles. So there's like kind of like a bullet hell type minigame where there's a lot of bubbles flying around an area and you have to dodge the bubbles. So yeah, that's the Berserker minigame. I think I went over class specs. I mean, skill UI you already saw, so that's pretty straightforward. Alright, so let's move into, last but not least, our...
Aê, finalmente. O último. Mas um Solonete, a minha conclusão é que eles enrolaram pra caralho pra falar porra nenhuma.
forgot to enter the game while we were waiting.
Professional.
We were
Spell sword.
We were discussing the next part of the stream, right? So, spell swords. This is the spell sword class zone. All icy. I love the visuals of it, like all the reflections.
And you are actually walking on water right now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's water with an ice below it, hopefully. But yeah, the zone is just amazing. I love it.
Gorgeous.
With the huge ice sword.
Should maybe stand further away from that to show it in all its magnificence.
But I'm running around away from the training dummies now.
That's true.
I
But
need
you
to
can
run
just
back.
walk back and it will be fine. Oh, look at that. Okay, now we can look back.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I love this zone. Anyway, so Spell Sword. Spell Sword is a special class in terms of it has 2 masteries that are
Range de melee DPS, filha da
so there's
puta.
no healing, no tank. Spell Sword is either ranged DPS or melee DPS. So you have the I have the UI disabled. You have Sword Artist, which is the ranged DPS spec, and you have Blade Storm, which is the melee spec. What is the specialty, class specialty, in terms of skills for the Swordmaster? You can, at any point of the world, place a cloud step, it's called, that lasts for 30 minutes. And you can always teleport back to this location using your cloud step skill. And it teleports you and your group back to it. So that's relatively strong.
Eu não
If you
sabia.
want to move quickly somewhere. I can like.
Sim, Paulo, vai aderir ao Real 4 ainda.
To just be like teleport back to the city or like back to the zone.
It is very useful.
Right. So the ranged spec. I mean, you can attack from quite a big range. We are now at 20 meters from the top. Can still hit.
Essa parada do projétil tá interagindo com a física da água, tá bacana.
Also with all other skills, you can still attack from here. The spell sword has like various like ranged sword skills. You can charge 5 swords. So if you collect 5 swords below in the middle of your screen, it's quite a big damage skill. You can recharge them with your crane. What is it called? Crane. It's crane skill.
Names might not be final.
Yeah. Skill names might still change. So that's like one of your main skills, and you can recharge it relatively quickly with various abilities.
É bom, Guilherme, é bom. Eles colocaram o Real 4, vai ficar mais bonito, vai ficar melhor. A estabilidade gráfica.
You can teleport forward toward your sword. I believe it was R. Yeah, so with your R skill, you place a sword somewhere in front of you. I believe you can also put it in the back. And then if you press it again, you teleport to your sword. So it's a good
Gap closer.
Gap closer or escape skill. Because you also have like a jump back. Right, because I think you can put your R behind you. Yeah, so your R gets placed in the direction that you move. So I moved backwards, I used it, so now it's behind me. So you can teleport back as well. So you can move
mobility.
backwards quite quickly.
Tô bem gripado, Bog.
Right, whichever way you moved at the point that you use the skill. So that's very basic. Basically,
Coming up
yeah.
next.
For the ranged, and then we move over to the Blade Storm, which is melee based.
I think we might already have a Blade Storm again in the background.
All them swords.
I'm not sure. Your menu was in front of him, but I believe it's a Blade Storm.
Now the as you can see now, I'm 5 meters away and I'm not hitting anything. So the melee spec is obviously the. I mean, this is the melee spec. I haven't played it so far, so
Tem, Kelvin, tem.
I'm just pressing. Oh yeah,
Chat is gonna be.
Tem umas shortcuts ali meio
But
demoníacas.
it's not a gameplay showcase. It's just like a class overview.
Yeah, just a rough first look.
Não, a engine atual dele é própria, Abraão.
Someone on Discord will tell us how to do it better. And so,
Discord will always know better, though.
yeah, there are some people with a lot of playtime in
Yes.
the Taiwanese and Chinese versions already.
Right. So that's the spell sword. Plug for class resource briefly. Can you teleport in dungeons? I don't believe so. I would be very surprised if you can use it in dungeons. Switching to other maps removes the spell. Yeah. So it needs to be in the same map that you are. Anyway. Yeah. So you my dream of you are questing in a zone, you go back to the main city and you teleport back is also gone. Sad. What about spell sword gear? DPS gear is same for both? No, you also have two different... so every specialization has gear for them. So whether it be to damage dealer or to a DD or a tank or a healer or a DPS, every specialization has gear that drops with stats that are beneficial for that specialization. Can you open the skill interface? Of course.
I did see some question about PvP as well as dungeons just now. That's also a topic we'll get into in a later stream, so nothing will get too deep into today. Just so you are aware, we're seeing your question.
So I think like a very, very, very rough spoiler is something like during the beta, we'll probably also be having a stream, especially for the second beta, where we'll be showing PvP on live servers with you guys, so that
Vai ter
we
evento de
can showcase
PVP
matches of PvP
nos beta.
during the stream with you guys. Although I fear that, we are going to be targeted quite heavily by
I'll just
the
let
enemy
you
team.
play, honestly.
Yeah. Sounds dangerous, but
I'm gonna do what I'm doing today. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna read chat and I'm gonna enjoy.
you're probably gonna laugh about me
Not
getting
suffering.
destroyed. You're gonna laugh about me getting destroyed on stream all the time. But yeah, so that's how we will probably show PvP a bit more on the stream. I'll be sure to play in beta 1 a bit to be prepared for not being destroyed. We'll see.
Be careful not to spoil beta.
Yeah. That's why I just say during beta and nothing more. No, I'm not forced PvP. We are going to queue into battlegrounds in that specific scenario. Right. But yeah, no more details about that. We are not going to spoil what battlegrounds we have. Oh, Celeste is online. Look.
Oh, is she?
Fashionable. But yeah, so that was the last class that we are having on our list. I don't have any special skills to interact with her. I can use game of chance, right? Let's just do this. Let's play. I don't know what that is, but let's accept. She invited me to do something.
All right.
Okay.
While you do that, someone asked in chat that he saw a series with the same name than this. If it's based on this, somehow related to it, yes. There in China, there's a whole show about this. There's a couple single-player titles as well. And this is part of that franchise. That's also... Some people complained about the name. Putting aside that Solo is an amazing acronym, like that alone is enough to justify the name. But yeah, the name is a translation of the title of that series. I think we had two options, Legend of the Ancient Sword or Swords of Legends. And Solo, hello. We can play Solo together. It's amazing.
I can't play scissors, paper, rock, paper, scissors. That's the right way around with Celeste. I don't know why.
You have to go for the trusty rock.
There we go. Rock, paper, scissors.
I mean, we have to see what chat tells you to use, but Celeste is watching the stream, so she knows what you will use.
Rock, paper, scissors. Will I win? Come on. Why aren't they?
Did you go for the trusted stone?
We both. He probably saw that I used rock. This is cheating. Exploits. I call exploits.
But you had a draw. If he can see what you're using, why wouldn't he abuse that?
Cheating. Don't come with logic at me. All right, I think
I have my doubts about that. But yeah.
I believe that's it for classes.
Oh, he wants another match if you want to go for another one.
Okay.
While I just tell them what we're doing next. That was our first look into classes. Just a rough overview. Again, this is not supposed to be some sort of deep dive. Just showing you what's there, what's available, giving you a first look at the class zones.
Giving you a first look at the English client
as well. In game, how far we've come and everything. Now we are slowly going to drift into wrapping this whole thing up. We are getting close to the 2-hour mark, so our estimation was actually pretty all right. Which means to finish up, we will look into future streams and what we're actually planning in case you haven't gotten enough of our gorgeous faces today. There will be further options to look at us and maybe even the game as well in the future. So I guess we can switch from the in-game scene to the social picture if we have that.
Just want to use
that one. Of course, if you want to stay updated on what we're doing, then the beautiful links on screen are where you should go. If you don't want to stay updated, that's fine. Then you don't need the links. And if you're already there, then that's even better.
I mean, if they have been watching our stream, now they are up to date as much as they can be.
That's true. But if you want to know when we're next doing something, I recommend joining Discord, joining one of the social media channels, following those.
Yeah.
If you missed something about the stream, we will upload the whole VOD probably on YouTube and cut it up into several sections as well. If you're only interested in the shop, you go there. That's perfect. Now, I've also been asked to shout out the content creator platform again, because we have a platform where content creators can register if they want to create content for solo, to also get some background insight, some additional resources. So that is a platform that exists. At the same time, I've been asked to ask for patience for those who have registered already, who haven't been accepted yet. We got way more applications than we expected. It's honestly been kind of mind-blowing how much positive resonance there is. We are very thankful for that.
This early, right?
Yeah,
we only announced it like 2 weeks ago.
We're only 2 weeks in, and there's been a lot of positivity. So we are going through the applications there. I think we're currently we have 350 people that applied or something. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Please be some more patient with us. Now, do we have a teaser for next week?
I mean, just that
I
it's
think
going to be...
we already mentioned it.
Yeah, I mean, we are targeting to have a stream next week, so look forward to the announcement.
We are looking into doing this on a somewhat weekly basis, if possible. We won't always manage, but yeah, we'll definitely be there next Wednesday if everything works out.
I always do this.
Yeah, they noticed. And as we already mentioned earlier, next Wednesday is going to be a pure Q&A. So for everyone who had a super important question that was ignored today rudely by us.
Basicamente eles acabaram de falar que vai ter live semanal e a próxima semana a live vai ser só de perguntas e respostas.
And next week I will be here again in case you haven't gotten enough of me. In case you have, I can't help you, sorry.
Yeah. We have Celeste, right?
We have Celeste joining us, and we have...
an additional secret guest.
An additional secret guest.
From the product team, a bit higher up than us. So
product manager joining us to tell us what we can answer and what we can't answer, which is great.
So yeah, be sure to put all your questions that you have into Discord.
Yes.
So the team can gather them and get back to you with answers next week.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are having a more chill scenario, right? So it's not going to be much in-game, but it's going to be
I don't think we have any gameplay next week. We're just going to sit around and plow through questions like a madman. Right. I hope we got to the most urgent topics that concerned you. We hope the look into the shop helped you get rid of concerns, or...
If not, we will have videos uploaded of this, and you can share it with everybody that it's still like,
that's right.
But is it pay to win? And then you can say, no, look at this video, bam.
Wonderfully described.
Right? I mean, that's how it goes. It's a quick quick way to hopefully help everybody get rid of their fears, because all our cards on the table.
That's right.
And I think that's it for today. Right?
I think so too, yeah. We shouted everything out. We did everything. I think we're good. Thank you so much for joining. Again, the resonance in general has been very good. And we're a bit overwhelmed with it all, honestly. But we appreciate it. We love the memes. Keep them coming. Even if they're slightly like romantic between the two of us, yeah. I will frame it and hang it over my bed or something. Actually, there's no place over my bed, but
you should make place.
I will make place over my bed.
Make space, yeah.
We'll get
anyway,
there.
Enjoy your evening.
Yes.
Tune in next time and yeah.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Bye.
Acabou-se. Como eu tinha falado inicialmente, eu achava que ia ser uma live bem sem muitas informations. Acabou que sendo exatamente aquilo que eu achei que iria ser. Perda de tempo. É a vida. Mas a galera é carente, a galera gosta dessas coisinhas. Bem, galera, acabou a live. Minha mãe chegou por aqui em casa, então vai ficar um pouco complicado para dar atenção para a live. Então eu vou estar encerrando a live, tá? Espero que vocês tenham gostado da livezinha aí do Swords of Legends, informando aí como é que vai ser essa putaria, comparando as cash shops. Nada demais. A live de semana que vem eu acho que vai ser mais interessante, porque vai ser perguntas e respostas diretamente. Então provavelmente deve acontecer alguma pergunta ali de Unreal 4, PVP, essas paradas giratórias de sucesso. Mas é isso aí. Valeu, galerinha. Fui.